Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and non-binary folk alike. And as Tone would say, a rising tide stinks a dog off a gut wagon, because the great man, we remember him on Melbourne Cup Day because he's one of the only people that have seen Archer go back-to-back in the Melbourne Cup 1 and 2. Always a little bit of a zinger there for Tone saying how old he is. We just hope that the great man's still alive. Apart from that, Melbourne Cup, the race that stops the nation. My first memories, Marto, Tassie, I remember when the teacher used to wheel in the big fat TV at school in Geelong, and we're all had bets on because Mum and Dad gave us $1 each way. And I remember on Black Night, I was at Turramurra, Canberra, and Black Night filtered through because it was down that way, down the Otways. And I thought to myself, I just won $27.95 on $1 each way. How good is that? And the old man, when I came back, said, bad luck, I spent it.
1984 Black Night.
1984, first win in the Melbourne Cup when I was 10 years old.
Yep.
And my old man
I remember
life lesson.
We got 50
never bet with somebody else's money.
Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, I think the interesting thing with that is, and we may have gone through this before, but I had a school teacher who tipped me that horse that year, and I stole 50 cents. I stole $1 from Mum's little jar, and I backed Educate. But it's interesting. So we actually started this journey.
Yeah.
At the same year, the life lessons and all that sort of stuff. But I remember all the races with gold and black. And
isn't it amazing, though, that in Japan, I tell them that the Melbourne Cup actually does stop the nation? Because the Japan Cup's huge. Nobody, 80% of the population, they give a shit, 90%. But in Australia, it is a part of our cultural identity, and that is the Melbourne Cup.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, Mark.
It's un-Australian not to have $1 on the cup.
That's right. Yeah,
you got to have something.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone gets
it's bizarre because we do the Anzac Day, the silence for 2 minutes.
Mm.
The Melbourne Cup is a similar 2-minute silence.
Yeah,
3-minute silence. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It pretty much is. So
no, it's a great race.
Pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
We all have a story. And
yes, we do. Mackay Diva, Triple Cup
up in Fukuoka. Where am I? I'm in Fukuoka, Japan. I'm at school at work, but I'm going to run a cup sweep, teach the kids a little bit of Melbourne Cup. The old cup sweep. Obviously, I'm going to make a little bit of money out of it, as normal.
Share around a little bit of Australiana with the Japanese students.
Yeah, they all get involved. They all get him in for I run 3 comps: a $5, a $3, and a $1. So I usually get them, skin them.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I always get I always get like Shiraz or some fucking donkey that's just there because the owners want to piss up on Melbourne Cup Day. But anyway, Marto, Tassie, I know that you're excited about this. This is,
absolutely
super excited.
It's not a bad day racing. It's not a bad day. Usually it's a shit day racing, but Marto's up and about. What's going up in Sydney, mate?
Absolutely. Randwick, we got the big dance, we got the barn dance, we got the little dance. Get in there. Randwick's got a day out as well.
Wow.
And hey, Marto, at the end of the day in Sydney, I hope you're doing a rap dance too.
Oh, well, let's hope so.
Hey.
Now,
I'll have a few tips out for both tracks anyway.
It's 1 o'clock in Japan. The race starts at 3 o'clock, which is a really strange time. They've never changed the time for a number of years, which I find quite
tradition.
But not all traditions should be kept, like a day grand final, Tassie. But anyway, I just wonder where Marto's watching the race.
Mate, I'll be helping the taxman earn a few dollars, so I'll be at work.
No. You're at the big house.
Actually, my duties at work are helping people fill out bet slips and watching the race. So how good's that?
Oh, that's
beautiful.
And unfortunately,
I get paid to do this.
Unfortunately, Taz, I know you're a rich Greek from Hampton, but obviously you're having a pretty bad day tomorrow. Obviously, you can't be there.
Yeah, look, I'm struggling. I think the hardest part of my day tomorrow might be getting the train in and getting the train home. In between,
you're going to be there.
In between, I'll be there again. Absolutely.
Mate, we all just turned green with envy.
Taz, I don't want to mention
the war. This, but with my passes, yes.
I don't want to mention the war, but you went to Derby Day.
I did go Derby Day.
And I heard that Razor goes to
go. This guy.
Nah, he was probably too busy. He was just too busy. Look, I didn't realise No, you've got to give the guy a bit of a bit of slack. But what I didn't realise is that my ticket actually gets me into the bird cage as well, because I know that's where Razor was.
Oh.
So had I known that my ticket got me into the bird cage, I probably would have walked, that extra 100 metres rather than waiting, 20 metres in a queue to get another drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have done that. But
I heard you.
Look, really, really looking forward to it.
I heard you were double fisting,
mate. I was double fisting. I was doing the whole shebang, mate. It was awesome. But this is what
during the day
they need to put more people on, because this is why the women, I find, get so drunk at the races, because blokes get up, we buy, the 2 drinks and stuff, no stress. But the women, they just buy a bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as a result, they get absolutely parrot. But great day, awesome start. We're going for day 2 tomorrow. Then we've got Thursday and Saturday.
Can I ask a question about the Colts and the Geldings?
Yes. What would you like to know about them?
I read a bit of a trend that the tailored shorts have come in.
Yeah, they are. So
the boys are wearing shorts with the leather shoes, the socks, the jacket, the tie.
Oh, my dear.
Jesus.
Look, I only saw one person on Derby Day with it, and that was probably a kid, maybe age 16 or so, with his old man.
Oh.
But look, I didn't see any adults, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him like that tomorrow. But yeah, not
30
me.
degrees forecast, showers in the afternoon.
Yeah, there's a big thunderstorm scheduled for later on the day, mate. I don't think it's going to affect the race at all. But
we hope we run the cup before it gets there.
Yeah. What did we miss last year, boys? Oh, hang on, not that.
I don't think we missed much.
Not that either.
Don't think we missed much last year.
What have I done? What's going on here?
Well, whilst you're doing it,
yeah, sorry,
we didn't miss much. That's for sure.
No, because
if I'm correct, there was a specific tipster on the page that did get the trifecta in 3.
Yes.
Yes.
There was a specific tipster on the page that also put out the first 4. I think this was a good time for us last year.
It was a good time. It was crazy.
So as a collective group, I mean, I think you look, to put it simple, Pezzy, you nearly had a heart attack. That's the bottom line.
I've tipped Luna Flair was scratched, so it cost me my first 4. But no, the favourite was 4th, which was great. Big result, actually, because the trifecta paid around 17, 18 grand. So it was pretty good that I didn't have any of it.
I paid huge.
Nice.
The Quinella paid 1,000. So anyway,
absolutely.
last year, Gold Trip in the wet, Messery in the dry, and they ran 1-2. It's funny that some horses don't come back from the Melbourne Cup, Bardo, like Vow and Declare, for example.
Yeah, well, it's taken 4 years, but he's back.
It's going all right. And Mystery hasn't been seen again. So ran a massive second last year. And then, interesting. Bet Galaxy, we thank you for the support. Number 6, competition number 6, that's 600 skins we've given away on Put a Line Through It. And all you have to do, get over to the Facebook page. The description will be down below. Get over to the Facebook page.
Free competition.
All you have to do is just tell us who's going to win the Melbourne Cup. And if there are, like, for example, if Vauban wins and there's 22 people that have picked Vauban, we spin the wheel, the chocky wheel, Tassie.
The chocky wheel spins.
I can't wait for it. Like, we actually get to witness
the spin.
Wow.
So it doesn't matter who you think's going to win.
Greased up, new bearings, ready to go.
Get in there. Very interesting.
That $100 just for tipping a winner.
Do you know Paul Anderson?
Yeah, what's Ando done?
Ando's just gone right outside the square. He's just gone Mr. Rough. So he'll be sitting alone.
What, did you look for the...
He's just...
Who's he picked?
Oh, I don't know. I should have realised that before I said that. But
what, is he taking probably True Marble or something? The biggest donkey in the field?
Basically. But the thing is, if he does win, it's going to be his.
Yeah, he wins up.
Paul Ando, Daquan Sweet Jr.
Oh, jeez. An old tone ghost.
An old tone ghost.
And look, it'll stay. It's right. Yes. It's won an Adelaide Cup. That's all I'll say.
Pezza Tasbutter, who we tipping? We're not telling you until the end, so watch it through.
And that's it.
Oh. What a
great race. Who are we putting the line through and who aren't we?
What a great race, Marto.
What a race.
Theoretically,
It is.
4 or 5 can win.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit deeper than that, but yeah, 4
Okay.
or 5 real live chances. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that much deeper though, but Taz?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've all got opinions, don't we?
Look, I think there's 24 runners
I think
that are running in it.
I think Tez told me opinions are like penises.
No, they're like noses.
Oh, noses.
We don't go about penis. Noses, yeah. No.
Sorry
Keep
about
it PC.
that.
Look,
Sorry
there's
about
24.
that. Sorry.
There's 24 in it. I reckon you could probably put a line through half of them.
Yep.
And then you could be iffy with the other half. Now, that said, we know our success rate, don't we? Go back 2 years.
Not too bad. I always like how we put a line through very elegant. Then you both tipped it on the Tuesday. That was great.
Oh, bugger.
Yep. Yeah. That's what we do. We got better odds.
Gold Trip, the toppy. Here we go. The toppy. Going better than last year by all accounts, Marto. It's actually rated.
I agree.
I think it's rated a couple of lengths quicker than it's going last year on times.
I agree. And look, to win back-to-back cups, you've got to be going better than what you did last year. And last year he was run over slowly run races. Same with the cup, and he actually got there in the sprint finish. But this year he's been performing really well in fast run races. So I think he is a couple of lengths better than last year.
Now we all think he can win, Jazz.
Yeah, we do. It's only gone up a kilo. I think the only thing that goes a little bit against it is the firmer track, but it's shown it can win.
I'm with you. In the firmer track. I think and Zara's pulled the wrong. Has he pulled the right rein or the wrong rein? I think it's going better than last year. I think it's screaming out for the 3200, but you just don't know. What was the grand final? Was it the Caulfield Cup? Was it the Cox Plate? Is it the Melbourne Cup? I suppose was always, you go back to back in the Melbourne Cup. Well, very rare.
The Caulfield and Cox Plate were afterthoughts from our Eustace.
The last one.
Yeah. Yes. The great man.
Big chance it goes in.
I think the firm track. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a query. It is a query.
I think it's more of a wait for age horse now. Keep that under your hat, Tassie.
Oh, if it was wait for age, this thing would be $2 or less.
Yes.
It'd be the best weight for age horse in the country. But like you said, the firm track, big weight. But he's a horse full of heart, and he's definitely a big chance.
Now, does the GOAT, the greatest of all time in Australian jockey history, Damien Oliver, does he go out on a high? My trainer of raving that won the Amateur Cup back in the day, won 6 in a row. And the trainer said, keep it under your hat, boys. We wake up to the Cairns Post, ravings on the back page, best each way, bet of the day. We should have got 20s and we got 6s. Anyway, Ricky Johnson, Malcolm Johnson's brother's favourite excuse was a stone bruise if the horse didn't run any good. And Alan Kerr has a stone bruise.
Has a stone bruise, yes.
I'm gonna interrupt you for a minute if you don't mind, because something has come through about Alan Kerr. But I've got an alert, but I don't know if the alert is actually saying that it's been scratched or if it's been cleared. So if you guys know how to do it in the background, check Twitter or something. But there is an alert that's come through. That said, I don't think it wins.
Right?
No, I don't think it wins either. It didn't handle the pace in the Moonee Valley Cup. And this is going to be a fast run race in the Melbourne Cup this year, I think, too. So
I just love
unlikely.
I love Mike Moroney as a staying trainer. That's the only thing going for it. Of course, Mike Moroney trained a Missouri last year. So anyway, I don't think his stable's going as good as it was last year either, to tell you the truth. Without a fight, Marto Keenaz.
Absolutely. Without a fight, Caulfield Cup winner, and that was a ripper race in the Caulfield Cup. And to fight it out with West Wind Blows to get there and pull away from Gold Trip. He wants his trip again. It's the Irish horse that came out first up in the Cup last year, failed on the soft track. I think the firm track's going to suit him. Barrier 16, he goes back a little bit. I'd like to see him in a midfield run, but big chance running on late with the fast pace.
Wow.
Without a fight goes down by putting up a big fight. It's definitely in there. I think it can win. Will I have money on it? No. Will it be in my exotics? Yes. Can it win? Yes. All the reasons that Marto said. Its Caulfield Cup run was great. Awesome lead up. It came here last year.
It grew a leg in Brizzy. It grew a leg. Come of age in Brisbane.
It did.
Absolutely. I think $6 might be a little bit short to jump on, though.
Alan Kerr will be re-examined tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Still showing a little bit of
there you go. Breaking
There you
news. You
go,
heard it here
thank you.
first.
So maybe brutal news for Damien Oliver to miss a ride being scratched on the morning of the Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, a pretty sad.
does he
moment.
bump someone else and steal their ride?
No, he wouldn't do it.
No.
It's his last.
Break up the Japanese horse. Now, I was all over this for the Caulfield Cup. To me, to the eye, it looked a bit plain on the run. Looked like it was grinding. Didn't look like it was extending, as say Gold Trip was. So I think if you like Gold Trip, you've got to take Gold Trip over Breakup just on form, just on video alone.
Agreed.
But we think we're going to put a line through it, even though it's better suited on a dry track. And of course, it's out to the 2 miles where it does grow a little bit of an extra leg.
Yeah, okay. It got smashed in a 10-0 in Japan though against Equinox, and that was run at a fast pace. So I think it needs a slowly run race to be a chance, and I don't see it happening here.
Well, I think there were a lot of excuses when you look at that plain run at Caulfield.
Really?
There were a lot of excuses. It was out wide. Yeah, I reckon it did a lot of work, even though it was out wide and stuff.
It was out wide.
It was
a shocking ride, to tell you the truth. And the Japanese jock goes on, Matsuyama, which is called.
Well, it's his first ride in Australia too.
Yama means mountain.
Another query.
Pine Mountain.
Yeah.
I just have to say, Solcombe missed the start in the Melbourne Cup by what? In the Caulfield Cup by what? 4?
4, yeah.
And it ran past Breakup like it was sort of standing still. So I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Yep.
Vauban,
yeah, I agree.
We'll put a line through it.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah,
Vauban,
can't
Willie
win.
Mullen special.
Can't win.
Oh my God, Taz.
Oscar Schindler's List, all those.
Yeah, if you
can't win. Of course it can.
If you take Vauban out of the race, I reckon this is a great betting race.
Yeah, I don't know, but see, Vauban, again, it's one on soft tracks, it's one on slowly run races. When it was able to set the tempo, it went over to Nas in a Group 3, sat behind the pace. Again, it was a slowly run race. I think he's going to be tested if they do put the pace on. But it is a good horse, and he's got him with a 55 kilos. I think he should have 58 himself. But 420 is a little bit short first up, run in Australia on a dry track. I'd probably be waiting for a bit further drift to around the 550 mark before I got on. But big chance of winning.
It won't get to $5. It'll jump 340. There's no way this horse is going to get 5 skids.
Yeah, well, it's too short to bet then.
No way.
It's too short to bet.
It likes a firm track too, Marto.
It does, but it likes a slowly run race too, where he can control the pace. But and again, I see the pace being on for this race.
What work is he going to do from 3?
No, he's going to do no work. But like I said, he wants a slowly run race.
Yeah.
I think it's a big chance. I think it comes in with good form. I think it's probably at the right price for what it's done. When you look historically at the overseas horses that have come with excellent form, I think it comes with that form. It brings great form. Got the right trainer. Ryan Moore just rode at Santa Anita or whatever in America. He just rode a winner there.
Yeah.
That's right. So
Ryan Moore's been there too, so he knows the track. But interesting.
It just goes in. Put it in. Everything.
Willie Mullins has been out
doesn't
here.
Do it, bad luck.
12 times. Willie Mullins has come out 11 or 12 times, and he hasn't won a cup yet. So there's history against him as well.
Sure.
But this is one of his strongest chances that he's brought out too. So him with a chance.
Yeah. I just like the way it wins. It just sort of, dominates. It's like that Jamie Carr ride. Hits the front with about 800 to go and just runs.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm big on sectionals, and they weren't fast sectionals. It's got to be a slowly run race, but that's why I'm a little bit worried about the price.
But Marto, it wins by lengths.
After a slowly run race, it's got a sprint, yes. They're not going to be plodding along at 55k an hour for those early sectionals. They're going to be pushing 60 plus.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is going to be a fast run.
I don't reckon there's a lot of speed in this race. I don't reckon there's a real true leader except.
You don't think
history.
So? Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I think Future History needs to sit and stack. I don't think there's that true front runner leader that just gets out and extends. So I don't know. I reckon it's going to be hard to beat. Anyway.
Yeah, well.
Solcombe, here we go.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a fan. I don't like Jack Rewalt. He sucks. So fuck him. I hope he doesn't win.
Yeah. I reckon I put it in as a personally. I think that it can win. I know that the Pulte, as Pulte, we've decided it can't. We've put a line through it, but it's one right on the cusp for me. I don't like Jack either because he's a Richmond player, but I'm sure there's others that are probably nice that are.
I don't like Tom Lynch either. Tom Lynch is in the ownership group. He can get stuffed as well.
But it's the Magic Man, and there's a story
I love the
to
Magic
it.
Man. Me and Marto, we love the Magic Man.
Oh,
I was just going to say,
we certainly do. We certainly do.
Solcombe missed the start by 4 or 5 in the Caulfield Cup, which probably cost it the race in the end because it was coming home okay.
Yeah, look, Solcombe's had the hook fillers removed and get the blinkers off.
So I reckon in the straight it might be looking around a bit. I think it might jump better because of the blinkers are off. It's to be able to see what it's doing. But I don't know. I think it needs the blinkers on in the last 100. I don't think it's going to have the mind on the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway,
probably a bit further than 100, but yeah.
This is the one I like. Just a bit
interesting
of a alert. I like the stablemate. It's been absurd how much. What's it called?
The next one,
What's
Vauban? Yeah.
Vauban's been absolutely. It's like playing football with your sister's older brother. It's just been absolutely smashing into track. But I tell you what, Willie Mullen's absurd. Here we go. The stablemates come out for a reason. And there's been crunch today, boys. It's been smashed in the betting. Did you know
that's right? And
this has been,
it went second behind Vauban at Ascot, and then it went on to win the what is it? The Ebor at York to get into the Cup.
And it only had
big form behind
60.5 kilos it won the Ebor with, and it would sort of grind it home.
Yeah, had to carry weight, so big weight drop there. He's not going to know himself.
I think barrier rate's a really popular barrier in the Cup. Can go back, can go forward.
Yes.
I think it's going to be there when the whips are cracking. I'll tell you what, if Zachy Purton, if they give Zach any room, he's going to find a couple of lengths. And I tell you what, if it finds a couple of lengths and if something goes wrong with Vauban getting out, because from barrier 3, it's probably going to be pocketed away for a little bit. Slower horses coming back onto it. You never know. Absurd might just have the run of the race. And Zach
could do. Zach versus Joe Moreira. How good's that? The old Hong Kong duo going at it again in the Melbourne Cup.
Tess?
What do I think? I think it definitely can win. I think if it didn't win the Ebor, it probably doesn't come. So just 1-to-1 race to qualify. The money's gone on it. I think everyone's thinking Vauban, but really everyone was thinking Drum Taps and Vintage Crop won. So could be a case of the same thing.
That's
two
right.
different trainers. This one the same
Vintage
trainer,
Crop,
but
Vintage Crop
anything is
handled
possible.
A lot better. You're right. Right, you are, Marto.
Anything
For fuck's sake, you can't tip this again, surely, Marto.
Not to win, but I'd have him in the back end of exotics. I just think he stayed on really well in the Caulfield Cup and wasn't disgraced. I can't see him winning, but I'd have him in the back end of my first fours.
It was an outrageous. It was
I'd
an
have him in the back end
run
too.
in the Caulfield Cup. It was the way that it stuck on and stayed on. It should have finished 24 lengths last. It was a horrible ride.
Yeah, but he didn't. He ran fifth though.
But he's got a lot of heart. I'm agreeing with you, Marto.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay.
I'm just saying it was an absolutely atrocious ride, and the way it stuck on, he had no right to do that.
That's right. So 53 kilos, Johnny Allen on.
Boys, we're putting a line through it.
Yes.
And I think, Marto, if I was to cut your statement in half, I think that's the best way, and that is we'd have him in the back end.
Yep.
Oh. No, I want that.
Finishing the top.
Throw him in the back end.
Vow and Declare.
I think he's top 6.
Synonymous with Craig Williams. Il Paradiso. Pezza had a little bit of a saver on that because Surprise Baby absolutely butchered by Geordie Childs. It cost Pezza 24,000. Pretty sure no one's heard that before, Taz. That Surprise Baby.
Only 333 times.
Right. And then Marto, of course, and Barney got on fucking Vow and Declare 52.
2019, yes. We got on at 50s and got on again at 13s on the day.
Il Paradiso pushed it over the line. Prince of Aaron, tragedy. Vow and Declare.
He was blocking a couple of runs, I agree. But again, that 2019 win was a slowly run race, and he was there in the sprint finish and held a couple up.
Me and Taz think you can't win. Marto thinks you can.
No, I think it's possible. I'd have him in the top 4.
Cleveland,
the way he's running.
Great to see Chris Lees. Great to see Chris Lees have a horse in a Melbourne Cup. Awesome. I like Chrissy Lees, even though he does train on that Australian syndicate, which I don't like.
No. This can win, and I'll tell you why. Not through Cleveland, even though you guys are, but not for me. So this is where we really do differ, because I think this has got the right form, peaking at the right time to win the right race.
Oh.
Yes, Pulte have put a line through it, but Tassie is going to be treasonous, okay, and be terrific and turn it into a treat. I'm trying to think of anything that starts with T. But I really like Cleveland myself.
I don't think he's got the class to win, to be honest, and got a lot of favours in the Moonee Valley Cup.
Well, don't worry about the Moonee Valley Cup. I tell you what, because Kingston. Well, if you're going to do that, Kingston will won the Moonee Valley Cup, and it won a Melbourne Cup. So there you go. Okay. There's the form.
I didn't say you can't win from the Melbourne.
Oh yes.
Anyway,
no, that's right.
Isn't it funny?
I think he got a lot of favours in that race.
Isn't it funny that Kingston Rural won a Melbourne Cup and Kingston Town didn't? Anyway, Ash Run.
What about Spirit of Kingston?
Oh, he's back after 3 years.
Ash Run.
And here's he back.
Pezza tipped it in the Geelong Cup, and we were beaten to breath by a better ride, but it was pretty good there. And obviously 3 years out, it's got a bit of ability because Ma Eustace wouldn't keep it around if it couldn't run.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm not sure.
Very interesting runner.
Last year I found a mystery in the Geelong Cup, and I don't think there's an emissary this year, even though they wear the same silks.
No.
Ash Run is just running.
Ando,
I agree.
Ando's going to scoop the comp here. The only bloke I reckon that's tipped, Daquan Sweet Jr. Adelaide Cup winner, is that right?
Yeah, won the Adelaide Cup a couple of years back, and I don't know if the Adelaide Cup is really the form line that you want to be bringing in
straight to the bar
to something like this. So
Jamie Carter,
I think it ran in a Sydney Cup as well, unplaced.
Yeah, it did nothing.
I mean, this is like the Country Cup's horse, except it wins the Adelaide Cup, and that's a big country.
Well, I don't think Breakup can win the Melbourne Cup, even though it should be better over the 32 over the 2 mile. This horse is going absolutely shockingly bad. Even in the Caulfield Cup, I thought it was probably one of the worst ran races. I don't think it was 2,400 to tell you the truth. So
no. There's not a lot we can say about it. I mean, yes, it's lightning race and all that sort of stuff, but.
And I just want to shout out to the bloody owners of Shiraz. Have a fucking great day.
They're in the cup, and that's all that matters, right? They're going to be there celebrating.
Good on them.
Yeah,
because that's absolutely.
Well, it did win a Sydney Cup too. No chance, but it did. It won a Sydney Cup when it first came out from France, and since then, I can honestly say I reckon it's run 2 good races, and both of them weren't wins.
Okay, what's this called, boys?
Lesssgooooooo. The only French horse in the race. Lesssgooooooo needs a heavy track. It won't get the wet track, won't get the win.
Supposedly she's a tiny little thing too, Tassie, but she's got a very beautiful fluid motion. Craig Williams.
She is, and it's nice to see It's nice to see Price have a runner in the Cup, because I don't know if he's really been known for the staying type horses, as in 3,200 specifically. So it is really nice. I like the fairy tale.
Magical Lagoon, I think Waller again making up the boat. This horse is going absolutely shockingly bad.
Nowhere.
And without a fight, was up north, grew a leg. Magical Lagoon sort of followed it everywhere it's gone without a fight, and absolutely, I think it's breaking the leg. It's horrible.
Yeah, I agree. No, making up numbers. Sorry.
It's drowning. Can't have it.
Rachel King Osmosis on the weekend, Tassie.
Oh, Jesus.
We put a line through.
It's going to want to push forward. It's going to want to push forward. I don't know if it's got the class to win the race, but I think it may dictate how the race pans out.
Mardo, a Newcastle winner to win a Melbourne Cup. I don't think it's ever been done.
Yeah, I don't see it even dropping 6 kilos. Like you said, probably going to be one of the ones up front pushing the pace, but will run backwards over the last 400.
Oh, Serpentine, what a beautiful looking animal this is. 7-year-old.
Oh, I had big raps on this horse when it came out, and started looking good, but 3,200. I don't know. I think it needs a soft track.
Bet on this every start it's ever had.
I don't mind Serpentine because it's drawn the fence, the pole. It's going to go forward, and the one thing that I really, really, really like about this is it's owned by Lloyd Williams, and it's been a few years since he last had a winner, and I think he's due. Not saying that I'm going to have a lot of money on it, but it's something that I will have a couple of dollars on just to see if I can buy a carton of beer or 2 or 4.
Virtuous Circle, put a line through it. Was favourite for the Geelong Cup. to me, to the eye,
Yeah,
it didn't
terrible,
look like
wasn't
it got the 2,400 at all. I think it was like it was
No,
knocking up.
I agree.
So I don't know how it's going to.
A month ago, I had
2 miles.
Yeah, a month ago I had this in as a roughie
Excuse
for the
me.
cup, but on that last run in the Geelong Cup, I just no thanks, no more.
If you are going to follow a horse out of the Geelong Cup, straight to the bar, Jamie Nah,
Oh,
more felons screamed home. But I don't reckon it was going good on the line either. I reckon it would have taken at least another 200 metres to get past the Geelong Cup winner in, I forget who it is. I honestly think
So then it runs out the 3,200.
I think it died.
that's
died.
that's what I was just going to say.
You watch the replay over the last 20. I reckon it's obviously she gave up, maybe.
But
I reckon it was dying. I don't think it was.
Yeah,
with 150 to go.
But Pezza,
very good.
But this horse didn't need to win a Geelong Cup to get into this field.
No,
so
it was already
previous known as script rider. So maybe that was just a little fine-tuned run. It was entitled to die on its run. That said, we put a line through it.
Barrier 24. No, we think it's going to win. You two idiots think it's going to win.
Oh, beauty.
More felons.
I like it then. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I think it will see the trip out. And Jamie Carr, I don't know. When, I don't know, but I don't know. I think I'd have it in my top three, but
what about cause for concern? Don't worry about osmosis. How about cause for concern?
I think
Jamie Carr's in form.
Future history, Holly Doyle. I don't think Holly's real good on front runners. I think she's the one who's whacking away, coming over the top. She's like a man, Holly Doyle. I don't want to say that to all the non-binary folk to get them annoyed, but gee, she whacks them like Jakey Tilrock from Adelaide. She gives them hell. I love her. I just don't know if she can control the tempo in a Melbourne Cup first. At first, I
agree.
Know.
She's
Why didn't Aussie Tom
she's
come
probably
out?
She's probably better taking a sit like you said, and but she's 50 kilos after winning the Bart Cummings. I don't know.
I reckon this is going to go straight to the front.
I'd have it in exotics. Yeah, I
think it's going to go.
It's the one going to be setting the pace.
Yeah, she's going to try to control it, but I don't know how Holly can do that. I think the Aussie jockeys will be all over this, trying to give her a bit of a hard time in front.
True.
Why has she come out and not her hubby? Do you reckon has he come out with her? Yeah, why didn't Aussie Tom come as well?
I don't know.
I think he tried to. He just couldn't get a ride in the race.
We know who the better of the two riders are then.
We've overruled. We've overruled Mardo here. T.O. Nugent, Indigo Cup winner. Braden Starr, Tez's picker. Sorry about that, boys. Beating a breath. 126 kids. Man, Tez reckons it's a sneaky. This is our roughie.
Yeah, we do.
Jesus
Christ. This is absolutely. I agree, and I think this horse is again one of these ones that has just been working into the right form, getting into the right zone, and it's now in the right race.
Yes.
So I would not be leaving this out at all.
No.
At all.
I tell you what.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't a strong field in the Bendigo Cup.
Put some money in the exotics.
Can only beat what's in front of you.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's got the Hitotsu colours we all love. It's not a bad not a bad silks to be wearing because they're winning everything.
For the record, I'm putting a line through it. So, guys at Pulty, if you're following Taz and Pezza, then put him in your exotics because I'm putting a line through him.
Hey, Calipo, we think no good. Beautifully rated last week. Absolutely ridden a treat. Gave nothing else a chance. No thanks. Zach Lloyd, great to see him in Melbourne Cup.
Yep, I tend to agree. I think it's won its race, and it's just in this race.
100% agree.
And
it's going to be running backwards at the end as well.
Great to see Matty Smith have a runner too, because I reckon he's not a bad trainer, to tell you the truth. I'd probably, if I had a bit of money, I'd probably have Matthew Smith training a couple because he seems to place them in the right races. But true marble, Benny Thompson comes out, his first ride in the Cup after 10 years. Good on you, Benny.
Yeah, good on you, Ben Thompson. But no chance.
This is you know how you say no chance? I agree. Yeah. No, I agree. But this is a horse that we all know can get the distance. Now, if for some reason, which is not likely, that the heavens open and we get about 16 inches of rain between now and tomorrow, this could be favourite.
Right.
Oh, come on.
There is no way known True Marvel wins.
We need a Jericho type distance here. True Marvel, he only just starts getting warming up. He only starts winding up over 3,200. He wants 4,100, this horse. And
it's going to Grand National. It's won a hurdle.
Quite interesting. We think there's 5 live chances.
Unplaced in the Sydney Cup.
Gold Trip, number 1, 3, 5, 7. And of course, we're going down to the bottom to 20 and 22 interpretation snuck in, Tassie, with us. How's that? We've put a line through about 14.
Yeah.
Mate, we've got 2.5 minutes to go, mate. Make it quick.
Without a fight, for all reasons mentioned before in the rundown, won the Caulfield Cup, and that was running at a cracking pace. So I see the Melbourne Cup going at a good pace. I think he sees the 2 mile, and he's ready to go.
Perfect.
It can't win.
Wow. Thanks, Mate, for that. Very good. Hey, here we go. Tassie. We got 2 minutes.
Ran it last year, wasn't ready, is ready this year, running in all the right races, come into form. Moonee Valley Cup might not be the greatest form, but it's proven form. Big chance.
Okay.
Get on.
There we go. I'm going to go an absurd tip. In absurd, I think the stablemate might change might get it. Hopefully there's a bit more speed on what I said in the Melbourne Cup. They're always running at probably a true gallop. This thing's going to eat up the 3,200. Hopefully it gets over the top of Vauban, which is tiptoeing at the end. And Absurd's going to be doing the same pace as it was at the 1,200 as it's doing at the 32. So hopefully Zachy
Here's another useless fact.
Melbourne Cup.
Over the last 8 Melbourne Cups, I think it is, there has not been a single figure winner in the Melbourne Cup.
No, that's true. Good point.
They've all been $10 plus.
Interesting.
If you want to play some exotics, 1, 3, 5, 7, 20, and 22. Box them up. Who knows if interpretation runs in the top 3, it's going to get you a bit of coin.
Oh my Lord, that's going to smash it.
Yep, absolutely.
Taz, all I want to do is make thoughts and prayers with you tomorrow, mate. It's going to be a hellish mission trying to get a drink, let alone a
Good
bet.
luck surviving.
Good luck. I hope you got an extra battery for the phone, mate.
I will have the phone on low battery mode, and I will do my absolute best to make sure I get home safe and sound.
Go the Melbourne Cup. Thanks, Marto. Thanks
Good
for
on
your
you,
time,
Chaz.
mate.
Thanks, Marto.
Well done,
Thanks,
boys.
Pezza.
Good luck to
Thanks,
the Polty
everyone.
Army.
Good luck.
Let's go.